Hello YouTube, Joshua Collin here. Thought I'd do a update video. As you can see, the Craftsman is sitting right there. It needs a new voltage regulator. The battery is down 11.3. So it's just off to the side until I order it. What you see right here is what is left of that 1970 MTD 960 that was behind my trailer. And as you can tell, it's in pieces. First off, looks like it was a green color. There's actually two frame sections. The basically front part that ties into the rear, then you got a rear cover. The rear seat pan is held on by four bolts that hold the seat spring on. One nice thing is a lot of them are welded nuts on the frame. Some were just a normal bolt and nut. I only broke 2 bolts on this tractor. One on the steering column. Right here. There's the engine, by the way. What was preventing it from moving was the starter generator. Here's the transaxle. Yes, it still works. Here's all the other odds and ends. Here's the right angle gearbox. Here's the right angle gearbox. The mid-mount PTO, a bunch of brackets. The sector arm for the lift. I cut off the other hub. In order to keep it. I'm keeping both front rims, both rear rims. You never know when I might need them. So what's going to go away is the engine, the frame, the rear ones, or the rear wheel covers. I'm probably going to end up throwing the seat pan out because I don't need it. Had to cut the clutch engagement bolt because there's no way in heck I was going to be able to get it together or get it apart. So yeah. So I'm going to probably lift the engine up on one of these dollies. I'll probably haul that to my storage unit, but I gotta find room for it. Same thing with the tires and all the other parts. I'm keeping the footrests. Yeah, a lot of dirt. And the plastic is just garbage. So yeah, remove the electric clutch off the simplicity, put a locking collar on it. Oh, this was the brake rod. Yeah, I'll probably end up keeping that. Oh, I also am keeping the battery and gas tank tray. So I'll be right back. I'm back. There's a reason why this washing machine on its side. Well, it was making a noise in the water pump, so my coworker ended up giving it to me to scrap. So I figured that's what's left after tearing apart the MTD. I'm going to be keeping some of the parts, like stuff in the bucket and a few other parts. Well, so I figured before I condemn this, I better check out what's up with the pump. That's 25 cents. It was inside the pump housing, as you can tell by some of the nicks. And believe it or not, right there, you can actually see the inside of it. So it's pretty easy to get to the pump on this maytag or front load. It's a maytag 2400 AWW washing machine. A new pump is about $100. So if a pump is actually bad, it's fairly, I should say, reasonable. But again, so it's actually pretty easy. Phillips head screw takes this plastic cover off. Then 4 screws on the pump, electrical connector back there, hose clamp here, hose clamp there, and you basically take the whole pump, move it that way, and it comes out of 2 slots. Here's one of the locating slots, and you should be able to remove the pump. There's 3 screws on the back side that hold the motor on to take the pump housing or pump motor off, and then you can clean out the impeller casing. The impeller looked good. The housing looked a little chewed up, but considering that, I don't know how long a quarter was stuck in there. I'm not that too concerned. So there's that. Craftsman, I don't know if I told you, is parked right there. The voltage regulator right there went bad, and I have a suspicion that it's actually the electric pump that caused it to fail, because it's a Faucet brand electric pump, and from what I hear is they have a tendency to inject high voltage spikes into the DC side. So maybe, I don't know what we're gonna do. I have a new that's what I forgot. I forgot the new voltage regulator at home. Go figure, right? So, well, looks like I'll have to run and grab that, but oh well, it's not too bad. So, you also got the rear plate on the water pump, or on the washing machine. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a try in the mop sink. Be right back. I'm back. Don't, just part of the noise. Well, a lot has transpired since we last met. Last did a clip. I'm changing oil. I figured I still have it here. Spilled a bunch of gas. Partially because I changed the filter, and I bypassed the electric pump when I didn't need to. I put a mechanical impulse type on it. Now I'm thinking I might go back to the electric. I haven't quite figured that out yet. I might just plumb that into the electric pump, because apparently my seat switch no longer works, because I had it going through the electric pump. Hindsight 2020. As you can tell by the jumper wire, I figured out what was the charging issue problem. Keep in mind, you'd think you wouldn't have to do this to a Briggs regulator 794-360. This is the original voltage regulator that I put in it. It mounts here to the plastic dipstick. And here's the new one, which I didn't have to buy. I should have troubleshooted it first, but I didn't have much time. I figured I'd just troubleshoot it quickly. Yeah, so this is the electric fuel pump I bought. It's a Faucet brand. So what turns out is these 2-wire voltage regulators needs to have a 3rd wire, a ground. And I was out at my showgrounds just for a quick meeting. It really was a meeting, just a what needs to happen. And I was looking at the voltage regulator setup and the fuel pump setup. The fuel pump goes under the valve or the shroud, and goes into gets the pulse line impulse that way. And it has a metal bracket around the starter that the voltage regulator bolts to. So it has a good ground. I didn't realize that with this. So I was only getting like 200 milliamps coming out of the voltage regulator, which is okay enough to charge the battery, but it takes forever. But not with headlights on. So I tried to catch it to that, really wouldn't charge. So I'm just grabbing. So I bought this Unity UT210E because I wanted a DC voltmeter or a DC clamp meter. This is very helpful, especially when it comes to troubleshooting charging issues, because with it ungrounded, I put it around here, it was reading 200 milliamps. I connected a ground just to the battery post, and it was reading about 6.5 amps. So yeah, so that's how I figured out what the problem is with this thing. So yeah, I was a little surprised by that. I think I'm just gonna put the old voltage regulator on, and I'm probably gonna make up a I know this is a aluminum coated aluminum wire, but for ground, a 16 gauge wire, I'm gonna go from the screw probably to this bolt right here. It'd be pretty difficult to do that bolt right there, but I will figure something out. I'm probably gonna go to this engine bolt because it's easiest to get to. Yeah. So there's the problem. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you next video. Bye.